It's time for baseball on a Friday night on the south side of Chicago. Tonight, the start of a 3-game interleague series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago White Sox. The Pirates have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Brett Barrero gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
Up next for the Buccos, Christian Brummett. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
Hey, one of the things that makes it so tough to pitch is you consistently have to make good pitches. Even on 2-0, you just can't lay one right down the middle.
Yeah, I'm sure he wanted to nip a corner right there, but hats off, challenging 2-0 in a fastball count. He came and got some.
Digging in, Christopher Wiggins, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Guys, this is a team that's just continued to gain momentum throughout the year. What have been the keys to their success?
Yeah, I don't think we can be surprised. They're on fire right now. Continuing a hot start, Matty, no doubt. They've stayed strong. They've come out of spring training with one goal in mind, and that's to get to the postseason.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting it. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Tyler Wiggins. Average remains a very big bright spot for him at this point in the season, just under 400. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corner.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
Here's the 1-1. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. The 2-1 home. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, D-Row?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Swing and a miss, 2-2 now.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Still even at 2-2. And And there he goes towards second. Oh, this ball is hammered out to deep center field. Into the shrubbery and gone. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Number 13 for him on the year. And the lead for the Pirates is now 3-0.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
Now at the plate, Randy Wiggins. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
Randy Wiggins.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one just missed outside.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
A ball and a strike.
It counts 1-1.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box, Scott Gifford. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A ball and a strike now.
He might not want to throw that one again. I know his timing was a little bit off at the dish, but he kept his hand. Missed that one, fouled that one off really hard.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. Chopped toward the second baseman. Clement is up with it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. But the Pirates played 3 in the inning, all coming on this 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the first now on the south side. It's now 3-0 Pittsburgh. Gerald Christian will be on the mound for the Buccos. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, how good has this guy been up to this point? In a day and age where guys and teams are scoring lots of runs, to have an ERA sub-2, that's saying something. Hopefully, we're going to see more of the same from this guy, one of the top pitchers in all the league.
At the plate, Joe Jackson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he gets ahead 0-1. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
A moment here from the south side to take a look at the Pale Hose starting lineup in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, one guy that's worth the price of admission, Andrew McCutchen. He was the catalyst for this ball club last month. He had an on-base percentage of over 400. And when you're doing that, you're really helping your team.
Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. And there are 2 away now.
Batting third, center fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Now batting, Andrew McCutchen, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. A fastball that just misses inside. McCutchen, or just Kutch as he's frequently referred to. He was selected in the first round back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They trail in this one 3-0. Stepping into the box, Brian Brummett. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
one of the keys to securing a win. They want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
Welcome to my world right here, batter. I've seen this 0-2 count way too many times. Hittable pitch in the middle of the zone, you take one. Slider in the dirt, you come unglued. Now you got to step out of the box. You have no idea what's going to happen. All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. In the outfield, Gerardo Parra, former Gold Glover, takes amazing routes to the baseball, big-time arm, a pitcher's best friend.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Owen Christian. And this is low, ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
The 1-1 is taken for ball two. One out, nobody on. The count to the Pirates shortstop. Curtis Wiggins is on deck. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are two away.
Batting ninth, shortstop, Curtis Wiggins.
Digging in, Curtis Wiggins. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Chopper foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Ball and two strikes, the count now with the bases empty and two away. Hit hard to short. Gloved by Castro. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates, but they lead it 3-0. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Frank Thomas. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Rounded down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, kicking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run. Solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year. And the White Sox are back in it. It's a 3-1 ball game.
Cold in this booth, so I know those players have to be cold out there, but it doesn't matter to him. He still has enough power to knock it out of the park, to the opposite field no less. Now that is some man strength.
Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Here's Starlin Castro as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Fly ball out toward left center field. Brummett sprinting after it, and that's into the gap and should be extra bases.
Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded.
Castro takes the turn at third. He wants it all. Safe at the plate. And the deficit is down to only one now.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Standing in now, Jose Abreu. 0-1 the count. Still only one out in the inning. Popped him up. Gifford has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting eighth, right fielder, Gerardo Parra.
In is Gerardo Parra. Will try to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. And a fastball is in there for strike one.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
2 out, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Clemente ranging back. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Digging in to try it again, Christian Brummett. He singled his last time up. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out. And with that, we give you a look here at the standings entering play in the AL Central.
Wiggins.
Striding in once again, Christopher Wiggins. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. First offering on its way. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0.
When you know a guy has a great changeup on the mound, you got to be willing to give up full side of the plate from time to time. It just looked like his timing was a smidge off.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A 3-1 count to the left fielder of the Bucks. Tyler Wiggins will be next. 3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Third inning. Already a 3-2 ball game. Line drive to center field. McCutchen is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball, but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
In now, Tyler Wiggins. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To short, hit hard. Castro has it. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. And it remains a 3-2 ball game. Ready now for the White Sox, David Thompson. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Now here's the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Bouncer up the middle. Wiggins ranging up the middle, and a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Into the box now, Joe Jackson. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Dribbled up the line. Wiggins fields it cleanly on the first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up, as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Clemente going back on it to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail 3-2. Ready for another chance? Roberto Clemente. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
2 balls and no strikes. Too high. And it's 3-0.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close. So I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Randy Wiggins. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. In there, and it's 0-1.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
The 1-1 home is a sinker that misses for a ball. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Now a throw over, and the runner back in standing. Now the 2-1 pitch. Runners off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop at the plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. The 3-1. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Payoff pitch on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. Chisenhall has it, and they'll just tag him here for the out. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Stepping into the box, Scott Gifford. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Gifford has been having a big season to this point, and so far the fans are rewarding him with a ton of all-star love. He leads all first basemen in votes coming into today.
Hey, hats off to this guy right now. It wouldn't have been my first guess if I was thinking about who was leading at this position. But you know what? He's played very well this year, and the fans certainly have taken notice.
Pitch out. Nothing doing. Wiggins, base runner at first with 1 out. Runners on the move for second. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. So they get a runner into scoring position now at second following the 1-out stolen base. And as we check out the ranking on the team leaderboard, you can see that that gives him an even 20 now on the campaign. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. Oh, he makes the stop. Got him. Oh, and that looked destined to be an RBI, but a highlight reel stab put an end to that thought.
Great diving stop down there at first to get the out. If that ball gets to the outfield, the whole complexion of this inning drastically changes.
Into the box, Brummett, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. Fouled away. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to the Pirates catcher.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 2-run shot to left center, home run number 9 on the year, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Yeah, Matty V, you don't see this very often, D-Row, when it's cold and chilly like this. Wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still seeing a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Dan, I can't explain it. Let's just tip our hats to both offenses right now because they came to play. Moving traffic against this cold weather, not easy to do.
5 runs, just 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. McCutchen is under it, and that's the 3rd out. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Now 5-2 Pittsburgh. Stepping up now, Andrew McCutchen set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Andrew McCutchen.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a pop-up now, and there's the first out.
First baseman number 35, Frank Thomas.
Stepping in, Frank Thomas. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Hits this one hard the other way. Wiggins on the grass. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth.
Up next for the White Sox, third baseman, Lonnie Chisenhall.
So there are 2 gone now in the White Sox fourth. And standing in, the left-handed hitting third baseman, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Yeah, Matt, and that last at bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing.
Hit to first. Gifford ranges to his right, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We played 4 full. It's the Pirates 5 and the White Sox 2.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the White Sox, number 12, Freddie Davis.
Coming to the plate now, Curtis Wiggins. He got on top of one. It was a ground out victim last time. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in a big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Stepping in now, Christian Brummett, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 1-0 is a sharp slider taken low for a ball.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
Runner goes for second. In there, now the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. So he's in safely at second with their third swipe of the ball game, and that takes us to a look at the league leaderboard in terms of stolen bases by a team. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category, and in fact lead all of baseball as well. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Good time now to check out the White Sox Road to the Show report as you see a pair of guys in the upper levels that have been making waves as of late. Ready for another shot now. Christopher Wiggins 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Hot shot on the ground is short. Castro's got it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Ready once again, Tyler Wiggins. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. A ball and no strikes. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this is a fair ball as it'll make its way toward the 335 sign. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he showed some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
In now, Roberto Clemente. He'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one. 2 out here and a runner at second. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
Here now the 2-2. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. Pirates get just the 1, and that's all. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Pirates 6 and the White Sox 2. Up next for Chicago, Starlin Castro. And he might still be a bit winded after the inside the park home run in his first at-bat.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
Ready on 1 and 2. Missed with a slider. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Up next for the White Sox.
Striding forward now is the DH, Jose Abreu. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Gerardo Parra. He flew out in his last at-bat. He waits. Now the pitch. Fouled off. Abreu stands at first with 1 out. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Ready for another shot now, Randy Wiggins.
Now for Pittsburgh, second baseman, Randy Wiggins.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike. Hit in the air down the right field line. Parra is after it, but this will land out there just foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul. Payoff pitch one more time. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Digging in once again, Scott Gifford. He's set, and the pitch. Pitch out, nothing doing. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
And there he goes towards second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. McCutchen is under it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone.
Brian
Brummett will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. As a look, now the pitch. Popped him up. Thomas moving to his left. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Ready for another chance? Owen Christian. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a drive out toward the alley in right center. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And he is into second base with an RBI double. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box now, Curtis Wiggins, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Line hard to center field. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. The three of us are back at Guaranteed Rate Field in just a moment. Digging in to try it again, David Thompson. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air out to right. Clemente on the move. He's there and records the first out.
Up next for Chicago, left fielder, Joe Jackson.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Joe Jackson. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Now batting, second baseman, Rod.
Ready once again, Rod Clement. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Clemente looks up, and it's gone. Two-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 2 for him on the year, and it's now a 7-4 ball game. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The windup and the 0-1. And that one just missed outside.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already 1 homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now, and he's going to have to execute.
Swinging a ground ball to third. On the first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
And that was a no doubles defense in action right there, and it paid off big time. That ball was scorched, but the third baseman was guarding the line more than usual to prevent an extra base hit, and it ended up being pretty much right at him. That's good stuff.
Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Standing in now, Frank Thomas. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a home run. They're saying fair ball, but if it was, it wasn't by much. And now hold on just a second here. You can see the 4 umpires gathering near third. And it would appear that they're going to discuss whether this in fact stayed inside the foul pole. And I would guess that after all the discussion, they're going to go inside and have a look at the video replay. And that is indeed what they'll do, as we'll take a look and let you decide for yourself. Here's the Pirates skipper up out of the dugout now on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves with the bases empty, he stands to be the winning pitcher here tonight if the bullpen can hold up the 1-run lead.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Pirates, number 65, Nate Jones.
Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. In there for strike 1, 0-1. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. 7th inning coming up. Bucks out in front, 7-6. Back here on the south side of Chicago, it's been a high-scoring affair thus far as we take a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Christian Brummett, he'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Ball 2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
How about it? Left fielder.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
Riding in once again, Christopher Wiggins, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. Fastball in there for a called strike. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Brummett aboard here at first with nobody out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Throw over to the bag, and he's now the 2-1. He's running. Hit out towards second. Up the tag, and he is out. On to first, and they get them both.
How about it? Third baseman, Tyler Wiggins.
Up next for the Buccos, Tyler Wiggins. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. In there, a base hit. He'll get it into second, and he'll scramble back to first safely.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Roberto Clemente will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. Here's the first pitch to him. Inside with the fastball. It's 1-0.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have to really refocus on that mound, stay out of a potential big inning.
7 runs, an equal number of hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
He picked a good pitch to run on at that time, and it really paid off. A changeup down in the zone is a really tough pitch for the guy behind the plate to catch and throw on, so he didn't stand much of a chance there.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Here's a high pop-up. Castro waits on it. And that ends the inning. Pirates leave 1. They'll try and hold him in the field now. It's 7-6. So to the plate is the White Sox DH, Jose Abreu. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
0-1, here's the pitch. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Brummett moves over. One away.
Now batting, right fielder, Gerardo Parra.
In is Gerardo Parra. He was a double play victim last time around. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike two. Bases are empty, one man out. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Gerardo Parra comes the second out of the bottom of the seventh.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Stepping in now, David Thompson. No balls and a strike to count. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
The left fielder, number 29, Joe Jackson.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Joe Jackson. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. And it's 1-1. Two and one count to the Pale Hose leadoff hitter. Thompson, the runner at first with two gone. And a swing and a miss, as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2. Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
Full count now, 3-2. Rod Clement would be next. There's a line drive, and that's going to get down. And now, how far will they send that man from first? Tying run comes around all the way from first to score. It's a 7-7 game.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
In now, Rod Clement, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here.
The last at bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with two down. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Oh, almost caught looking to end the inning, but it's called the ball. 2-2. Here now the 2-2. It's taken on the inside corner. Strike 3. Sox get a run here on 2 hits. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we are tied 7-7. Kenji Bergman been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
54, Kenji Bergman.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Randy Wiggins. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
This is line to left. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So their half of the 8th opens with a man aboard. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Runners going. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. So gets him. So they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. He's set. Here it comes. And that one right down Main Street.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
0-1 count. Here it comes. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Line hard toward right center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. When we return, it'll be Andrew McCutchen to start things out. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. And we are tied 7-7. Here's Andrew McCutchen now, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Looks like corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
And in front of the screen, he'll look it into the glove for the first out of the inning. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the two starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Frank Thomas. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. One out, nobody on. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. The 0-2 home. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. We take a look at our line score here in the 8th. A lot of offense. Already 6 home runs between these two teams, and we may not be done yet. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Behind 0-2 now. Popped him up. Brummett shading to his right, and that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. Still tied 7-7. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show. Great to have you with us from Chicago as the 9th is set to get underway. Digging in and looking for more, Owen Christian.
Designated hitter, Owen Christian.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a liner. On a base hit. So a great start to the 9th as the possible go-ahead run is off the inning.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball middle in. He's able to drive that for a nice single.
Into the box now, Curtis Wiggins. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw's going to go on to first, so a perfect sacrifice there as now the go-ahead run moves into scoring position here.
Now batting, center fielder, Christian Drummond.
So striding forward now, Christian Brummett, and he could very well get the intentional pass here as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. In the dirt here. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. The 1-0. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. And he misses 2-1. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Line towards center field. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
Christopher Wiggins.
Digging in now, Christopher Wiggins. And he bats in a big spot here. Go-ahead run at third, 2 men out. Here's the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Parra is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. One left for Pittsburgh. This remains a 7-all tie. Jamie Fletcher comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings. Here's Starlin Castro. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro. Another 2-2 offering. Swinging a soft liner. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the ninth.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. Interesting here. This is where you play a little bit of manager. It's an AL game. Let's see if he employs a little National League style. Maybe ask the guy to bunt and move the runner up right here. I don't think so, though. American League, it's nasty. You're trying to drive something in a gap or over a wall.
Standing in now, Jose Abreu, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. The winning run is at first base. Here's a strike. Pushed softly over toward the right side. But this is speared by the first baseman.
Up next for Chicago, right fielder, Roberto Parra.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gerardo Parra. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Now the 0-2 pitch. Blowing away with that one. It's 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Bounce it to the left side. Backhanded. Throw. Got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
How about it? Catcher, David Thompson.
So digging in with a chance to win it here, David Thompson, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. In there, 0-1. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. 1-2 to the White Sox catcher. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. A man left for the White Sox, still tied 7-7. Zach Duke takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. Into the box now, Tyler Wiggins. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Here it comes. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Back up the middle. And this will be out of reach for Castro. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
First game of a new series, and he's already sitting on 3 knocks right now. The pitching staff might have to make an adjustment going forward.
Into the box, Roberto Clemente, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And it's fouled away. Right side. He's got it. One there. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop to receive the ball that time. So that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. In now, Randy Wiggins, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. As one away, the runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Pitch out, nothing doing. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing that ball.
Runners off for second. Pitch inside. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. McCutchen is under it, and that's the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 12, Scott.
Settling in now, Scott Gifford. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put...
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And the run is in to score from second. It's an 8-7 game.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Stepping in now, Brian Brummett, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. But the runner's back easily. Gifford is off at first with 2 away. Now the 1-1 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. And there he goes towards second. Shot back up the middle. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. And the the throw will come in quickly from center, so despite the hit and run, they won't get the extra base here.
Dan, are you kidding me right there? I mean, that had to whistle past this guy's ear. That was a scary moment.
Dero, they call that the old chuck and duck, right? That was really close, and that's one of the things that most pitchers fear, that line drive that zips right by your head.
In just a sec, as this ball is driven into the outfield. This should score one, maybe two. And the runner is in from second. And the second run will score as well.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Standing in now, Curtis Wiggins. Hit hard down the line. And this will get by him at third, down the line. It's a fair ball. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
He was able to recognize that pitch early. His eyes lit up on that one. Able to pull it down the line for a nice base hit.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the White Sox, number 31, Jesse Chavez.
Into the box, Christian Brummett, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. 4 runs here in this half inning. Ready with the 0-2. Hard hit ball to second. Well, this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Pirates 11 and the White Sox 7. Leading off the inning, Joe Jackson, and they'll need him to get something going here. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. From the stretch, and he fouls it. The 0-1 seared down the first baseline, and he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
And hey, if the first baseman is playing straight up there, that's probably a double down the line. But in order to prevent that late in the game, they had him guarding the line, and it obviously worked out perfectly.
Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. In now, Rod Clement, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Flying softly out toward left center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
The center fielder, number 22, Andrew McCutchen.
Into the box, Andrew McCutchen, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Brummett looking up. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 9 on the year. And this lead has been sliced down to 2. This one has turned into a slugfest of Ruthian proportions. 7 combined big flies. You guys remember seeing anything like that in a while?
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving balls out of the yard.
This is what's crazy about the game of baseball, Hero. You would think under these conditions it would be all in favor of the pitchers. That has been anything but the case so far in this one.
Larry Nolan enters the game here an inning later than usual as he'll try to close this one out in the 10th. Stepping in now, Frank Thomas. Hit sharply on the ground. Reined in. And there's out number 2.
Third baseman, number 8, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. The White Sox down to their last strike. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
And this is a strike 3 called, and a bit of a questionable ending there as the ball game is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
11-9 is how this one ends. The Pittsburgh Pirates hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Jamie Fletcher gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight for the victorious Pirates. 11 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. The White Sox, 9 runs, 12 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 38 minutes. A reminder that extra CTA Red Line trains will be available at the Sox 35th Street Station, and that Pace Go-Go Sox Express buses are available outside of Guaranteed Rate Field.